Hello everybody! I hope you're having a lovely sunny week. I hope you've come back to tell another story. I've got my story basket here with me and I was hoping you'd be able to help me have a look inside and see what our story is about today. Oh, have you ever seen one of these signs? They're really helpful when we need to know the right way to go to get to where we're wanting to be. I wonder if this sign means that we're going to talk today about some other people who needed to know the right way to go. A long, long time ago, all of God's people lived in a land called Egypt. And they were very, very unhappy there because, you see, there was a really nasty king and him and all of his army were very mean to all of God's people, and they made them work all day long as slaves, making them work really hard. God's people were really sad there and they wanted to leave. And so God promised them to take them to a special land that was all their own. God knew the right way to get to the right place, and he sent a man called Moses to help God's people know which way to go. Now, Moses wasn't sure of the exact way to go, and so God sent a sign. In the day, he sent a big pillar of cloud to walk in front of God's people so that they could follow it to know the right way. And at night time, the cloud turned into a big pillar of fire, and it lit all of the path in front of them so that they could see where they were going. They kept on going until they got to the sea. Now, when they got to the sea, they were really scared because, you see, the mean king's army was following them. They were chasing them and they wanted to capture them and take them back to Egypt. The people were so frightened, they didn't know what to do. But Moses trusted God. He knew that God had a plan to take them the right way to the right place. You know, we can always trust that God knows the right way that we should be going as well. He has a perfect place planned for each of us, and if we just follow him, he'll take us the right way to the right place. Moses said to the people, "Don't be afraid. Instead, stand firm. You will see how the Lord God will save you today." I think that's a really good thing for us to remember. So can we all say that together? Can we all say, "Don't be afraid, stand firm"? Shall we do it one more time? Don't be afraid, stand firm. Fantastic. Then God told Moses to do something that seemed a little bit strange to all the other people. He told Moses to pick up his walking stick and to hold his hand out over the sea. And when he did that, something amazing happened. God made the sea split into two. And there was a dry path down the middle for all of God's people to walk down. You see, sometimes we don't know what the right way will look like. Sometimes we think that it must be impossible to get to the right place. But God always knows, and he was showing his people the right way to get to the right place. God's people walked down the path, looking up to either side of them, amazed at the huge walls of water. Can you imagine walking past that and seeing all the fishes swim past and looking at the bottom of the sea floor? That must have been amazing. As soon as the last person stepped onto the other side, God made all the water fall back down again and cover the path, and you'd never known it would have been there. And that meant that all of that mean king's army couldn't chase them anymore. They were safe to carry on their journey, going the right way to the right place. God loved them so much, and he had a perfect plan for them. He did amazing things to keep them safe. And you know, He'll do that for you too. He loves you so much, so you can remember. Don't be afraid. Stand firm, because if you follow God, He will always take you the right way to the right place. Thank you so much for helping me tell my story. I'll see you again next time. Bye!